with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Chill, not on the side.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Ready. Liking 18. 60 bucks, yeah. 60 bucks. Go street. Let's go.
Again, it's Achane. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Patriots defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Come on. 18. 10 through 11. Count. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
In motion, Hill. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Willis looks to pass it here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hurt. Hey, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Cup 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. The Patriots at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ready, set. Track. Panther 60.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Mustang 19, 60, Cougar 19, 70 Lions. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, Henderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set! 60 by 6, Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 18. Ready.
Back to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut Panther 11. Panther 11. 18.
Play action. Willis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Viking 18. Warriors 17. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19. Mustang 19. Hey, smash. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Track. Brasso 80. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Willis looking to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Roll, 70, Timberwolves. Ready, right?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brings up second and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Ready,
Another shot
right.
from the one on second and goal.
Go.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1 yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
3-yard pickup.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
18 Rattlers.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And
Panther
the
11,
Patriots,
Panther 11.
first down. First and 10.
Looking to throw.
1-yard line.
Got a man, Boutte. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now they'll change things around before the snap. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Street.
In motion, Hill.
Trap 60. Come 19.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
18 Rattler, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals,
14 yards.
19 Lions.
That's good. 4 on Patriots.
Ready.
1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Warriors 70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Scoop.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
17, Patriots 6. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On the set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
18, pioneer.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Come on. Set. Let go.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Stephanie. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's this complete to Butte. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Past the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready?
Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Patriots 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Achane to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
70, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw, Willis. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cut 19.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Willis. short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18, Pioneer.
Willis now off of play action. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Panther Street. Panther reload. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Come on. Set. Drag it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Get it. 69, 70
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Warriors, 70. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Willis will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Go.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Up the middle, Achane.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert. 60. Hey, smash. Go.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
He's got his target. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
26 yards. First down, Miami.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.